So I'm about to try something a little bit different. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to start doing a series on my college football and my pro football and my professional baseball simulation leagues. I Most of my videos are on other stuff. I do a lot of collaborations. I'm Caver76. If you haven't seen my videos, I do, I do a lot of videos. So check out my YouTube because I do a lot of stuff. But I also have this little I don't know. I guess how would you describe it? I have this passion for sports simulations. I've not really. I used to be a big sports person when I was younger. My dad was always, I'm from New York. I live in Florida now, but I was born in New York. And my dad was always like, "You're a Jets fan. You're a Mets fan." That was just how it was. So I have a thing for New York teams. I'm the Mets in one of the simulation leagues, and I'm the Giants in this league. In college football, I kind of got into UCF just from other people that I've known that went there, and I've been there quite often. I almost spilt my drink. That would have sucked. But I just kind of want to describe what I do. So I do this one is the WWPF. It's run by Darren. He's got Darren at SimNation. He runs a lot of videos. If you haven't seen his stuff, go check it out. He's a really good commish. The guys that were doing it before him are really good. They're still around. Darren does the WWPF and he does the SNCFL, which is the college league. I'm in both, and I'm going to do videos for both. But we're going to start with the pro football because we just finished the draft. We're on our second stint of free agency, and I just kind of wanted to go through my team. Shark and Darren do a lot of content for the WWPF and the SNCFL. They do a lot of tutorials and reviews and stuff, and I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to step on what they do. So I'm going to do just stuff on my own team. I may do something at the end of the year, like reviewing the awards. If Darren or Shark want me to do anything else, that's cool too. But they're really good at what they do, and I just don't want to step on them. So I'm just going to work on my own team. And to be honest with you, I'm not as good as them. I just got into simulation football. Probably this is my third season in this. I started with the Saints and moved to the Giants. I'm still having a really rough time with the college thing, but we'll figure that out. But anyway, so we're going to go right into the Giants and my roster and what I've been doing and all that other stuff. So right now, we're going to start with my staff because I rebuilt that in the offseason. John Patterson is the general manager. I've had him for a while. Just going to keep him around. He's good. He's not bad. Juan Horn. I brought him in as a head coach. I don't even know if he's got any real experience. I brought him in. I liked his leadership. And one of the things I liked is his defense and his offense kind of fit what I was looking for. His offense, not so much, but his defense and his leadership really tore me in. Like, I really wanted that leadership. So we brought him in. This will be his first season. His offensive coordinator is Juan Urbibe, or Urbibe. I don't know how you even say his name. I probably butchered that too. He's from Houston. Sorry, JP, who's a personal friend of mine who just joined the league recently. Apparently, I have your former offensive coordinator. I liked him. I liked his leadership. I liked his ability to run a pro-style offense, which is what I want to do. But what I didn't know is he's kind of a jerk. And I don't know if this guy is going to work for me, but we're going to find out. I tried to run a West Coast offense last year to work around my quarterback, and it didn't seem to work. So we're going to try a pro style, which is another reason why I drafted one of the quarterbacks that I did. So we'll see how that goes. I may end up changing it. I don't know, but we'll see how Julian. I said Juan. It's Julian. Apparently, I don't know how to talk. So Julian Urbibe. The next guy is Michael Barker. He's my defensive coordinator. I brought him in too. I loved his charisma and his loyalty, and he runs the defense that I like. I am a product of a Rex Ryan defense. I like a 3-4 defense with a big nose tackle, and I want corners who can do a man-to-man coverage and linebackers who can rush the passer. So that's what I'm looking for. He fit that mold, and I think he's going to be good. He was an internal hire. He has no experience. I like him. I like him a lot, so we'll see what he does. But yeah, so we've got Barker, Urbibe, and Horn. Now we're going to go into my roster. It was a mess. We sucked last year, so Last year, so Thomas Allen, he's the quarterback of this team. He's been the quarterback of this team till I came in. I don't like him. Not as a person, but just statistic wise, he doesn't fit what I'm looking for. He's more of an accurate passer. He doesn't have the greatest of arms, which then presents the other issue that I drafted a guy down there who has the same arm. But I brought in John Dewey. He was an unrestricted free agent. I brought him in last year. I signed him. I signed him to a big contract. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't great. His rating is okay. I think Shark jumped on me for paying him as much as I did. It may have been a little too much, but I liked him, and my plan was to start him and run the pro-style offense around him. But the more and more I'm looking at it, the more and more I feel like Thomas Allen may be a better fit. So I don't know, it's a training camp thing at this point in time. Wiley Lewis, I brought him in just kind of as a third string in hopes I would never have to use him. He's okay. So Jimmy Milligan, I picked him up in the draft. He was my fourth round, first overall pick. I went and I talked to his coach over at Western Michigan, Stewart, and he sold me on him, what he was saying. He was what I was looking for. So being that he wears number 15, and I think John Dewey wears 15, one of these guys wears 15. I think it's Wiley Lewis, actually, yeah. We're going to have a name change or somebody's getting dropped. I don't know, but we'll figure that out. He is more of what I'm looking for in an offense, and I feel as though he's going to fit what we're looking for. He just needs time to develop. I got him for some decent price, and I think sometime down the line he's going to fit what I'm looking for. But again, I ran a West Coast. I like the West Coast. I'm switching to a pro. So I don't know which one of these guys besides John Dewey is really going to fit that mold. And John Dewey is so questionable with his intelligence, and he's just questionable. But Dewey, Milligan, Allen, and Lewis are my quarterbacks. I don't know who I'm going to drop, and I don't know who I'm going to start. So will be a very interesting training camp. Running backs. I used to coach New Orleans. I liked Raymond Mayers. I was going to say Mayers. And I gave him a lot of money. So he is now going to be our starting running back, even though I think he's more of a power back. He's not much of a speed guy compared to the other two. I think I brought one of them in last year, if I recall correctly. It was Beach, I think. I brought him in because I liked his speed. But I think Mayers is going to fit better. Hammett was the Giants running back for a long time. I was not impressed with any of this running game last year. And Mayers, here's the thing. I liked him in New Orleans, and I didn't fucking start him. So this is risky on my part. But he's got a lot of yards last year for New Orleans, and we were weak on the running back side, really bad. I don't know if Mayers is going to fit it, but it'll be trial by error. Fullback, I'm not sold on my fullbacks because the type of offense I like to run is more of a good hands, good blocking type of offense. And he's okay at that, but he's not like stellar. Guards, I grabbed Eric Whitaker in the draft. I really like him. He's a round 3 pick. He doesn't have the run blocking yet that I would want, but I think he's definitely instant start. He's just good. I'm still weak on that guard side. I'm sorry, my throat's been bothering me today. But Sean Fisher will probably end up starting next to Whitaker. I don't think this Theo guy's even going to be on my team. At some point, I may drop him just so I can save $2.7 million. I'm not sold on him. His pass block is atrocious, and I don't remember him even playing last year. Or maybe I'm wrong. He did play last year, apparently. He played 15 games, but yeah, he's just atrocious. I just don't care for him. Tackle. So I have some really good tackles, I think, in my own personal opinion. Robertson's not good. But then I drafted Dowdery and McCurry last year, and they're a little weak. but I think they're going to be better. I drafted them last year. I really like them. I like Weasley. So I feel like those three I'm solid on. I don't need anything, but that could change. Center. We really needed a center. I needed somebody overall that was just going to fit this team and anchor that O line. And Charles Ramsey did it. He fits it. He's what we're looking for. Got him in the second round. I'm really excited about him. I can't wait to see what he does. And of course, Rangel is his backup. He's okay. He's not a superstar, but he's not bad. So, tight end. I've got a lot of weak spots, but tight end isn't one of them. I've got tight ends that fit what I'm looking for. Otis Callaway, I like to get him in another contract sometime this year. I really like Otis Callaway. He's a good tight end, and I think he's definitely what we need on that offense. I went out and I grabbed a couple other guys last year. I like my tight ends, but we'll see. So wide receiver, here is the big thing. I blew some money this year. Before the draft even came about, I went ahead and I went after Peter's wide receiver. And Peter, you can go ahead and make fun of me on this because I think I overpaid him. But yeah, I brought David Roach in, and I thought David Roach lined up with Gordon Gavin and Gary Watts as the slot receiver would be a tremendous thing for me because now I've got Gavin with his speed, Roach with his speed, and Watts with his hands. I've got myself some pretty good wide receiving core, and I like that, and we'll see how that goes. So corners, Stephen Colon was my first round pick last year. He's just a stud. He's good. He's really, really good. He's going to line up, but he got a little bit of help this year because I went out and I got him some help. I spent some money on Swafford. Not sure if he's worth what I gave him, but I gave him some money. I also brought in to the rookie draft. I went out and got Mark Gabriel. I don't know how I feel about him yet. We'll see what his training camp comes up. Eric Lanham is really good. I liked him. The other guys, it's so-so. It's not... Even Gabriel, his speed isn't what I would ideally want, but as a nickel corner, he may work. I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. My experience isn't that great. So what I'm thinking in my mind may not work in this game, but we'll see. Dennis Blair was my number one overall pick. He's going to be awesome. I think he's what we need. I kind of want to play him in the middle. I want somebody with high tackle in the middle, but I'm almost tempted to put Clarence Mark there and play him on the outside along with Raymond Carter on the outside because I feel these two might be better on the outside because of their speed and coverage, and Mark may be better in the middle in case somebody goes. And I did sign Potts, and I drafted Sandoval last year, so they're my backup outside linebackers. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I originally had wanted to put Blair in the middle, but I'm kind of rethinking it and putting Mark out in the middle because he's slow, but he's a good tackler. But we'll see. I want to run a 3-4, so here is the real question here. To run what I want to run, you need a big defensive tackle. That whole D-line is based on that tackle. And Hector Johnson was supposed to fit that mold last year, and he doesn't. So I went out this year and I got Scott Wu. And I think Scott Wu will actually be a better choice for the defensive tackle, nose tackle, and I'm looking for. Wendell Wyatt played really well last year, but I was looking to move him. And we had a deal with Denver that didn't go through. I still may move him. I don't know. He's not fitting what I'm looking for, and I kind of want Johnson and Wu to play, and I might have to bring somebody else in. Defensive ends, not studs by any means. Green, Wood, and Woodward. Definitely need a little bit of help there. I think Clinton Green I brought in last year. No, I re-signed him last year, I think. He's good. Wood is the one I brought in, I think, last year. But they'll work with what I want to do. Free safety, I feel as though we're okay there, but we have, Valentine's old, so who knows? Strong safety, I took a gamble here. I know people aren't sold on him. I like Paul Small. I like his tackle and his speed, and I felt he was a good fit. We'll see. I'm sorry, my throat's really bothering me there for some reason. Lacey Craven at punter. I re-signed him. He's not terrible. He doesn't want to go away apparently, but that's fine. Lacey Craven, please leave. Leave the team, thank you. Try to switch around there, so just to get rid of him. Brock Williams at kicker. He's aged. I think he's definitely on his way out. He's hitting that spot, but I like the job he did last year, so we kept him around. And we'll see how it goes. You know, I mean, there's a lot of question marks. I still don't know what I want to do at quarterback. I don't know what I want to do on the linebacker side, but I'm getting there. I'm really getting there. I want to run, like I said, a 3-4 defense. I know Shark was giving me crap about it. Like I said, I'm new. We'll see. I've got it in my head how I want to do it, but we'll see how it works. Pro style offense. Last year we ran a West Coast. It didn't really work. Thomas Allen was injured a lot last year. He got hurt in training camp and he was never there. But I'm looking at him now and I like his statistics, so I do think Thomas Allen could work. I'm not opposed to giving him another contract. But I really like Milligan. At some point, I think Milligan's going to end up starting. So we'll see how that goes. And I like John Dewey. I know John Dewey got more money than I probably could have given him, but I like him. So we'll see. I'm almost tempted to give Dewey another year and see what he can produce. I really liked him. So we'll see. But that's what I wanted to do, and that's before the second round of free agency. The free agency is coming up, so we'll see what happens. There are some holes I want to fill, and I will be making some cuts. But this is my first Giants video, and this league is awesome. So if you haven't joined Sim Nations League, definitely look into them. If you're into any simulation sports, check them out. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do plenty of other videos too. And definitely thank you guys for watching.